Due to the increasing number of cases of persons found positive of COVID-19, local government units have ordered a community quarantine and outlined steps to prevent the entry and spread of the virus. Luan May Rondina of GMA Regional TV Balitang Bisdak will give us a report on the efforts in Cebu and neighboring provinces in Central Visayas. Luan?
Said several local government units have issued orders to ensure the safety of their constituents. Upon the order of the mayor, the whole of Cebu City was placed under community quarantine. The quarantine that will last until April 14 identified steps to make sure that COVID-19 will not spread. These include the closure of all ports as entry points into the city, the implementation of curfew starting at 8 in the evening until 5 in the morning, the closure of big malls and establishments in Cebu, except for supermarkets, pharmacies, banks, and hardwares, the suspension of classes on all public and private schools until April 14, and the implementation of social distancing or 1 seat apart among passengers of public transportation.
We should always be proactive. We should be precautionary. Di ta maghuwat nga naay mahitabo, no? Kay duda man to, no? Pero wa pala confirmation. So dili ta maghuwat nga dunay confirmation. Let's nip in the bud. Unay gingon, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
In Bohol Province, community quarantine was implemented starting March 16 and will be in effect until April 12. Foreigners and Boholanos are prevented from getting in and out of the province. Different government agencies are on alert status to implement the directives.
Definitely, all our policemen are on full alert right now. I've directed all chiefs of police na may mga ports. Babantayan yung mga sasakyan natin, yung mga boats na carrying passengers na hindi na sila pwedeng dumaong or pumasok ng Bohol.
Ormoc City also implemented a community quarantine which is effective from March 15 until March 31. Based on the order of Mayor Richard Gomez, entering Ormoc via land travel is prohibited. But Ormocanons who will go home from their work will be allowed in for as long as they can show proof of employment and proof of residency. Movement of basic goods and commodities is still allowed in Ormoc, like any other quarantine places. Back in Cebu, while Governor Gwendolyn Garcia did not order for a community quarantine, several executive orders were issued. The EOs, which are adopted by all municipalities in the entire province, are geared to preventing the entry and spread of COVID-19. Early this week, the governor, along with the police regional director, inspected the different health checkpoints in the province. Aside from the police, members of the disaster units in different LGUs will also help man the health checkpoints.
Sukad pa sa pagpagawas nato sa atong executive orders, daghan ka ito, securing our airports and our ports ni suportar gyudayon ang atong kapulisan.
Ay may plano na kanang lane for motorcycles. The second lane will be for essential trucks, essential vehicles like trucks that are delivering food supplies, and the other will be for just like transport vehicles.
The Archdiocese of Cebu has likewise announced the temporary cancellation of masses and activities for the Holy Week. Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma said the church has to do its part in cooperating with the government's efforts.
For the meantime, the very simple reminder is we put a stop, we cancel many of this because through this we gather so many people and we're afraid that mass gathering may be a cause of transmission of the disease.
Said just this afternoon, Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia has announced that effective tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all students as well as senior citizens past 65 years old will be put under a 24-hour curfew, except those who would need to go to a medical facility. In line with this, the governor is set to issue an executive order tomorrow. The police are tasked to apprehend those who will violate the EO, said.
Luan, what were the factors that were considered by the local government unit of Cebu in strengthening these precautionary measures?
Said as of now, there's only
one confirmed COVID-19 case in the whole province of Cebu, and that is a 65-year-old man who is now on stable condition. What prompted the governor to implement a 24-hour curfew on all students as well as senior citizens past 65 years old is that it has been observed by the authorities that despite the several executive orders issued by the governor as well as the mayors, social distancing has not been observed in public transportation as well as in private establishments in other public places. Now, the governor from the very start has been very careful in using the word lockdown so as not to cause panic. However, she issued several executive orders to control the movement of the people and prevent the spread of the virus, said.
Thank you, Luan May Rondina of GMA Regional TV, Balitang Bisdak.